So yes, I'm a dreamer, and today I'm here together with you because I'm really thrilled to be in an audience where I believe there are more than or around 80 countries represented. I was just talking to the students. They told me that there are actually 79 countries and about 200 students. So I think that's exactly the place where I want to be today because I'm going to talk about journeys. I think that's incredible that over the course of your life, you could have chosen any country to go to college to. You could have chosen any of the 18 countries where UWC is represented, and yet you still came to Armenia. And I think that is incredible. Incredible for Armenia because we're a very mono nation country and it's good to have diversity, so that's good. But also incredible because for each one of you, it means that you have taken a leap, you have started a unique journey of your own. You flew high and you landed here. So let's talk about those journeys today. As a brand strategist, as a marketer, as an entrepreneur of 1 bazillion things that's going on in my life and project, I do believe that every single one of us carries a unique journey and unique story that is worth to be heard and told to others. That's what I do. I tell about stories. And when I think about the stories that I read in my life, I recently discovered something. I never read fiction books. You know why? Because I do believe, and that's my belief, and I want it to be your belief, that with 8 plus billion people on the planet Earth, with 300 million plus organization legal entities registered today on the planet Earth, every single one of them has a real story to be told. So why should I lose my time reading fiction books if there is actually a chance for all of us to go ahead, learn a real story with real heroes, with real journeys, which can actually teach a lot to many of us. So when thinking about the journey, I want you to understand what it is for us to have our life journey. A little bit scientifically and pragmatically speaking, a life journey is a multitude, an infinity of choices and decisions. So I have a question to you. Do you know how many choices and or decisions we make during one single day, every adult? One more guess? Well, you're right. So it's around, I mean, it's not scientifically proven, but it says like around 30 to 35. Cornell University says we actually take around like 200 decisions for eating only every single day. I never thought I was making that many decisions. But if you also add to that story of us making 30 to 35 decisions every single day, that's the average number that a human being, adult human being, um, has to carry the burden of making decisions every day. So if you think about it and actually add the probability theory of math, which I'm sure you're familiar with, what does that mean? Every single choice and decision can actually lead you to an infinite life paths and journeys that you can take. So you're constantly in that uncertainty where life is going to take you. Whether I need to make this decision, is it the right decision? Is it a bad decision? Is it the wrong one? Well, I want to tell you a little advice. Never think what's right or wrong because there is no right or wrong. Just take the journey of your life and enjoy the process. Um, I want to tell a little story of myself, which I believe can demonstrate why we actually uh, are very wrong many times in thinking that there is a right decision in life. So I was actually uh, 17, just turning 18, just like most of you. Um, and all of a sudden, I felt lost and stuck. And I thought for a moment that my dream journey that I have thought for years, that I have sacrificed many things for it, that for which I have I have made many right decisions. All of a sudden, my dream journey came to an end. So I was an exchange student in the United States, almighty United States. That's what I thought back then. So, and I was just like you in a college, and I was dreaming of staying in the United States because I'd had a childhood trauma. I thought that I was a pitiful little girl who was happened to be born in Armenia, a country torn in the war, a country where as a child I had to see how wounded and dead people were brought to the hospitals myself, a country where my parents had to stand in the line to wait for a bread which had to be molded at the end of the day, and we had it all we had for our all day, daily nutrition was that molded bread. So I had all of those memories from Armenia, and I thought, what if I didn't happen to be born in Armenia? What if I was born in the US? I had a chance to live in the US. I had a chance to prove everyone in the United States of America that I'm the best student in the world. And I was doing that. So I had this entire 14 months in the US, and I was a nerd. So I didn't go to any parties. I was stuck in the libraries. I was reading books. I was applying and reapplying to all kinds of colleges so that I get a financial aid so that I can stay in the United States and finish my bachelor's in the US. And then that would be the dream. That was my dream journey. And maybe one day I could bring all of my family to the US. Well, that didn't happen. I exactly remember that was July 14, I believe, or 15 maybe, of 2001. I received the last letter from the last college that said you have like 30% of financial aid. So there was no way I was going to be able to stay and pay for the rest. No one was going to pay for me. I was like Miss Nobody in this world. So all heartbroken, feeling like a complete failure, I took a plane and returned to Armenia sometime in August. A month later, September 11, 2001 happened in the world. And that moment changed everything for me. First of all, it dawned on me. I thought I wanted to live in the United States because that was the most secure place in the world. That's what I thought as a child, because that was far away from all the wars, from the earthquakes, from everything that I've seen here. And I've seen only misery in Armenia back then, being here in 90s, in the beginning of 90s. Uh, and then a friend called and said, one of my parents passed away. They lost him. Uh, and then I realized there is no security in this world, not in Armenia, not in the US, not anywhere in the world. So I should not be running and looking for security, and because security is not defined by geography. Security is here and is in your mind. So that was the point. Then I also realized there is no right and wrong. There is no black and white in the world. Everything is changing. I have to be flexible, and there is no one destination in my life. I just need to sit down, enjoy my journey of life, enjoy every moment, don't get stuck in the past or in the future. I think that's what I have done for the past, for my first 18 years at least. I need to be in the present and appreciate what I have right now, right here. And with that determination, actually, what did I do? I spent another 20 years on the planet Earth, and I think I did pretty awesome because I actually took my journey with multiple destinations that led me living in a couple of other countries for several years, but I always came back to Armenia because that was part of my value system. I had multiple startups that failed. A couple of them succeeded, so I'm really proud. And I have met tons of, professionally speaking, tons of inspiring people. And I stayed with them. I work at a Marriott, whose founders really, really inspire me. One of them being Ruben Vartanian. And one of the reasons I stay there, because that's a company that actually makes a difference in Armenia, because that's a company that has founders that today, as a living example, show us what it means to be courageous, what it means to have vision, what it means to have sacrifices because you have values. So I want to tell you this much today, that for you actually to have security in your mind, you have to embrace your journey and to make 3 steps. Step number 1, define 3 values in your life. 30 to 35 decisions per day. It's not worth spending too much time finding reasoning and arguments. You will do that if you have your right value system. Do not choose 1 value or 2 value or 10 values. None of them is good. 2 is bad because it's binary. You always have to have the third one to balance. 10 is too much, or even 4 is too much. So choose 3 values that you will not compromise by any means whatever happens in your lives. They're going to be like your light at the end of the tunnel at all times. So once you choose your values, then you can make sure that even 80,000 decisions per day are not going to be hard for you. Another advice, which is step 2, is take mental flights. So I've been talking about journey, and I do believe that journey can be fragmented a lot. Every single day, either towards the end of the day or the beginning of the day, make sure to hop onto your plane, mental plane, and go high into the sky and think about the day that you have had or you are going to have. What that day is going to bring to you, what you have done, whether the day has been in par with the value system that you have. And then once you have that bird eye view, then come back, and that's their advice number 3, land gratefully. Be grateful that you have your life today in the state that you are today. Be grateful for all the experiences that you have, no matter how stormy they are, because we need to understand life is always bittersweet. Life is always going to have storms, and as a pilot of your journey, you're always going to have to reroute. You're always going to be able to find another destination. So be grateful for those experiences as well, because you never know where life is going to take you. And just enjoy your new destinations. Buckle up. Be your own pilot of your own life. Never be the passenger in your flight. Be the hero of your story and move on. That's it. Thank you.